Hi guys, hope that you're doing well. I'm just lighting an incense here. Welcome in. We're going to take a look at your energy for the next 24 hours for air. Welcome back. If you are returning back, the energy is intense. If you're new, we look at the enemy. We ask at the hand of the Most High God, and by goodness, He's going to tell it. And it's going to keep you safe and protected if you do what He instructs you to do in a situation. He's bringing knowledge out that's really around people, even secretly, by secret enemies, and even things around your children that could be secret. That you need to go have a talk with your kids for a lot of you all, because God brings that out all the time. We had a child card come out just a second ago in the earth reading, and somebody's mean. There was rape there and everything else. There's been murder that's come out today. It's heavy. We talk about anything and everything, so audio discretion advised. All right, you and I have freedom of speech. We have rights, and I take my rights to speak the truth by the hand of the Most High God. There is no one else to speak at the hand of but the Most High God. I fear Him and revere Him. Without His counsel, we're lost. You'll never win anything without the Most High God directing you and I in how to go in this earth realm. Let's see what's going on with air. Maybe you're dealing with an earth sign really big. I don't know. But anyway, I just did that reading bit. Let's look at air. Most High God, Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, the great and the terrible. We just thank you for your protection. Protect every child that's involved in stuff that's been hidden. I just ask for your direction, your wisdom. We call out unto wisdom when we say, wisdom, thou art my sister. Understanding thou art my kinswoman, that they may keep us from the strange woman, people being crazy. What does air need to know? You have some type of an attraction energy that is going on. For some of y'all, it's a lie. Okay? Again, we're looking at enemy energy. Okay? Somebody could be running. There is some type of traveling here. Okay? So look what wanted to jump out when I grabbed that rider card. The snake's really been highlighted today, folks. Snake's really been highlighted today. And the word fangs just came out in the earth reading. And here it is again. And then the little snake card showed in my other Lenormand deck in the fire reading. And it was in the general today. There is a snake. There's a fugitive. I just heard a fugitive. There's a fugitive. There is, because there's bloodshed and the word murder has come out today. Look, something legal is around somebody can go to jail because the Eight of Swords was just in the earth reading. So it's some type of an attractive energy is here. That masculine energy was just in the earth, but again, the word rape came out, and somebody's mean and foul and disgusting, or they were. Or again, teachers are involved in something. For some of your cases, that was being brought out in the fire reading. But there is a freaking snake here, man. And somebody's on the run. Something intense. Okay, it is intense, folks. This is intense. Something very intense is going on. It's funny because today when we were reading for the general, the Most High said you got 24 hours to live or die in some matter. He just brought the watch in the earth reading. So snake is about lies and deception and thieving. And those of you who've gotten thieved on, the Most High says he's going to make somebody bring that back. That stuff is coming back to you. Okay, there is communications, and this is a communication card. Somebody's trying to say, "Oh, you're so attractive," type of energy. They're very intense because that male karmic card was there again. They are a snake. Somebody got some fangs. Somebody got some freaking fangs. Six of Wands. Somebody can get a victory out of here. Something public's coming out because something's going to be shattered all over the freaking place, and people are going to know about some stuff. Show me air energy, Yehovah. What do they need to know? So the Seven of Cups jumped on the attraction. It's got a consequence to it. For some of you all, somebody got many, many, many suitors. Many, 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 many suitors. Also the the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Okay, somebody's wanting to so I think it was a fire reading that said, I want to come back. I want to make it right. But something's a lie around some stuff, and if that's true, then it is. But we're looking at somebody very mean around something. So if you are pure and stuff like that, you got somebody that's absolutely ate up with something. Okay, Seven of Cups is telling people to sit back a minute and really choose correctly, because the Seven of Cups is a consequence card. Okay, jumped on that attraction. It has a great big consequence. There was a bribe that was going to try to come today in this next 24-hour period in the general reading that we're looking at. It's backstabbing, folks. And he was going to protect from a presented bribe, because you're dealing with a real wicked person trying to get their way in something out here. They could be a public, somebody is a public person, because the divinity card was there and the word church came out. And we are dealing with some persons that they want people to think that they're hallelujah and I'm so pure in my church, and they're a wolf. Somebody is, or somebody you go to temple or church with is a wolf. Okay, so, but there is going to be a victory, because the Most High has brought that protection rune out that also has a meaning of some type of a victory. So somebody does want a new beginning here with y'all, or that's you trying to be some type of crazy. And God's going to punch you in the freaking face and take your freaking things right out of you. That's dumb. Somebody dealing with a mental case and a half. There is a bad betrayal going on out here. All right. Well, Four Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. This is a bad, this is, so Four Cups is about rejection. It's about contemplating things. And it came out in the reverse. And in the reverse, it has a meaning of really, really thinking about what you're contemplating. Same thing with the Seven of Cups is out here. Very emotional energy out here. Ten of Swords is out here. It's brutal. The Ten of Swords will break down to the Ace. You need the truth about something. It's very intense. Very intense. Something that's going on. So anyway, Four Cups. Something has been contemplated, folks. Somebody don't want to go to jail, but legal energy is here. Somebody does face it. They're trying to use their charisma and everything else to not have to go. And they need you for some type of a connection on something. Anyway, that Pentacle is out here. It's an Ace. It's a new beginning, but it also came out in the reverse, which is it's a bad contract type of a energy, or somebody's lost a baby out of something that's went on as well. This is a loyalty situation. Knight of Pentacles. Somebody ain't loyal. Somebody's running from being loyal out here, because something's like that. Somebody's just nothing but a freaking snake today, boy. They are a freaking snake. Amazing that the Most High bring a picture out of bus and just literally brought the word bus out, and bus stop and subway was there, and then he brought the rider out here. So somebody is running, because that bus is running. Somebody's future. Somebody's messing around with the fugitive. You think you're in love with somebody's fugitive. Somebody's done a murder. And God wants you to know about it, because they're mean. And they're so freaking charming. Oh, they have all the right words to say to you, but they're mean. Or that's you. Show me air. It says, I have a hard time controlling myself around you. Again, it's snakish stuff, though. The attraction is here. It's got a consequence to it. On your choice to just give on in to some crap out here. There's the word no, and we've been getting the word yes as well, and then we just had the word denial come out. So depending on who you are and what you're doing, it's a yes or a no. Or you need to tell somebody no in this stuff. It's got a consequence. Okay? Somebody's prideful, and it says, everything that I see is you. I'm in love. No, they ain't. No, they ain't. So, but there it is. I want to come back and make it right. Okay, make it up to you. Well, if that's upright, then whoever's around it don't like it doing some crap. There's something illegal going on with you all. There's murder, rape, nonsense going on, and a snake out here. Somebody's a freaking liar. Look, the deadly sex disease wants to show itself. Okay, well, anyway, this attraction ain't really attraction. They're wanting to do something out here, and you're going to die with a deadly sex disease. Could be a lawyer. Now, we had the word court come out on my homemade deck, and this has the word court on it, and paperwork is involved in some things. and altering things as well, and being under some type of a disguise. Somebody is trying to get out of something legal that's out here going on. And they're using sex. And they're deadly. It says, hope deferred makes the heart sick, but when the desire comes, it is a tree of life. Somebody's going to get a judgment out here, and it's going to go in your favor. Those of you who've been, somebody tried to woo you into doing something, and you've just been sitting here and waiting up on the Most High and hoping, because somebody does know some information about some stuff. God is going to take care. He's fixing to restrain somebody and move them out of the freaking way. They will go to jail for a long time for whoever this energy is on this feud. There's the pimp that came out today. Look, people, Most High is not playing around on this platform ever. That King of Wands came out in the general reading sideways, and I said one of those meanings can be a pimp. And then the dog came out. One of the meanings of a dog can be a whore. And he brought whoremonger out in wording. And I told in one of the other readings after I turned the channel off of that reading, I was putting my other cards away, and I picked up the deck, and the whore, the ditch, the strange woman was there. There's something very nasty and sexual and deadly. Pimp. That, well, he was just in the earth reading. It says that you shall observe to do as Jehovah your Elohim has commanded you. You shall not turn aside to the right or to the left, and you shall walk in all of the ways which Jehovah your Elohim has commanded you, that you may live, and that it will be well with you, and that you will prolong your days in the land which you shall possess. Now, what's it going to be, folks? Because there's choices out here on you. He just said in the general reading, live or die. You got 24 hours. And like I said, he just brought the watch out in the earth reading. It's up to you all day long. Tools, you could be a mechanic or whatever that means. We had electronics come out, so you could be an IT worker, work with electronic stuff with tools. I don't know. Anyway, let me grab this. Something very messy going on, folks. Very, very messy. And the Most High just told me before I turned the channel on. And so I'm part of the Soul Group Collective, so I'm just going to tell you what he told me. He said you need to stay calm because something very dangerous is going on. And I said, okay, Most High. And that's all he's showing today. Something very dangerous is going on. Somebody's a freaking kook. You know, in the general reading, that Justice card also came out in a halfway position, which was being talked about being biased. Somebody in the court has done something out here, connected to something out here. Your siblings are involved. It jumped in the legal card. Your mother's side and your father's side, or something about your mother and your father is involved in something. Okay, your siblings are out here. Maybe somebody's sibling is connected with a pimp. I don't know. But that sex stuff is really coming out this week. Show me air. Eye hath not seen, nor ear hath heard, neither has entered into the heart of man the things which Elohim hath prepared for them that love him. Do you love him? Because if you do, you're going to live and you're going to observe the ways of the Most High. You're not going to go to the right or to the left. You're just going to keep your eyes straight on to the Most High God, and there's things prepared for us, folks, that we have never even thought of in our heart. And again, somebody knows information. Somebody's been hoping for some justice out here on some stuff, and hope deferred. It's just somebody's just saying, when is this going to happen, God? And I know I've been there, done that. But God says, when that desire finally comes, and He gives some type of justice from this stupid snake nasty thing, you're going to be happy. It's going to be like a tree of life for you. And that tree was in the earth reading as well. Okay, but something dangerous is going on around this, and God's got it all under control. It says there's adultery out here. Okay, well, He just brought that real big in the earth reading. Somebody's married out here. Somebody's caught up in some crap. Or your sibling is, or something like that. Your in-laws are involved in some stuff as well. Okay, no, it's just showing up. Show me air. What do they need to know? Jumped out at me. A friend is involved for some of you all. That friend has come out all day, whether you're upright friend or somebody's a friend. That friend showed up with the snake this morning. And some of y'all may know something devilish about your friend, and you're willing to protect the snakish stuff. And you are absolutely foul, just like a snake, and you're protecting the snakish energy, you're gonna get judged for that. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, some of y'all are a good friend and you need to protect because you do know there's a snake out here around something. But there's something sexual going on out here. There's adultery going on. Somebody's married and somebody plays the whore. And they got themselves or somebody's, I'm also hearing somebody's husband is a pimp and uses their wife as some sexual person as well. Anyway, wicked energy is out here. It says to leave the correct path in the sense of being wicked. Again, all that foul stuff. It's funny because in that other reading, the snake was there and then the word fangs came out. And somebody is freaking wicked, folks. They are wicked. And so you're either going to... So the church was there all over the place in the fire reading. So somebody in divinity was there and somebody is a foul preacher somewhere. And they left the correct path to live, and now they're going to die because they're wicked, because God's going to burn them up in something. They're going to rot in jail or something like that. They're prideful. Pride kills. They killed their own soul. The district attorney, look what's out here, legal. I love you, Jehovah, because when he speaks, folks, he means what he says. There's 92 on my screen again. It's twice I've seen that number today. Look, someone is a cheater. There's adultery going on out here. A friend is involved in this thing. Okay? They either know about it or your spouse cheating with your friend. I don't know. It says the Empire State Building, so somebody from New York could be here. It says, for Jehovah avenges the blood of his children. Again, murder. That child was in the reverse in the earth reading. God's going to avenge for it, folks. He avenges for the blood of his children and will judge and execute a vengeance on his enemy. To those who hate him will I render a retribution. Jehovah will purify the land of his people. Okay, so what is it going to be? Because there's choices out here with the Seven of Cups. It's got consequences. You're going to either keep the way of the Most High and not sway to the right or to the left, or you're going to be killed at the end of something. And there's nothing for you left at that point. I don't know. It's time to get out of your pride. But the Empire State Building is also a tower. Tower is going to come down on somebody in a really big way. I really hate having to feel energy sometimes. It's disturbing, but it really gets its point across when the Most High is speaking. It really is. The letter T is coming out. This is hitting the target because there's been murder out here. Somebody got shot or however, whatever's going on. Whatever's going on. This is about the truth. This is the sword. The Most High said he'll bring the sword for adultery. Okay? And he told King David when he did it, he said, I'll forgive you and stuff, but the sword will never leave your house. It's a huge energy, folks. It's a huge energy to get entangled with. Somebody's now full-blown freaking snaking some crap out here. I told in the other reading, who cares if somebody's cute? When you hit a point in your life, when you mature with the Most High, you look at fruit. Not, oh, you cute. It's something crazy out here going on. But anyways, some type of truth is coming out about somebody cheating or some type of choice or something that somebody's already done where somebody's been murdered out here and raped and everything else. This is malice and hatefulness, but it's also a victory because God is going to give victory. Six of Wands is out here. Something's going to be public in a victory. Okay? So all the people operating in this energy, you have no hope. Not one bit. And you're still under that 24-hour period, and then that's it. Sword comes, chops the head of the snake off. Okay? Something's coming out. It's going to be public. There's choices that you're going to have to make in the next 24 hours. Okay? So some with your in-laws, something about your mother and father's side came out, and again, somebody's secret's going to come out. It is going to be public on something. It's going to be a great big judgment on a situation that's going on out here. It's very legal around something. Till next time, folks, good luck. Shalom.